Hey there, everybody. Welcome. So glad to see you. Thanks for coming tonight. Happy April. Let me know if you can hear me because we had a problem with the audio last time. So I want to be sure you can hear me. Getting my windows arranged. So lovely to see all of you there in chat. Awesome, awesome. Off to a great start. Okay. Come on, window, move. There we go. That's better. So did you guys all have a chance to see Metatron's April message? It was kind of wow, a lot going on. Flex your muscles and stand in your power so you don't get knocked down, because it's going to be sounds like another bumpy month. You know, we're coming up against so much resistance and challenge from the dark side. So now is the time when we are really being called upon to stand in our power and our truth, to be here and do what we came to do. So I was thinking, you know, because all of that's going on, I chose this background because it just seemed upbeat and happy and, you know, bright and colorful. Plus, I don't know if any of you guys ever watched Ryan's Hope back in the 70s, but the main character was this Irish woman named Maeve. And I remember her so distinctly one time telling her little granddaughter that green is for hope. So green is for hope. We need lots of hope for April. So that's what we're doing tonight. Let's spread some hope, some light, some love. Let's send out lots of love and light from us and our angels to all those people who've been caught up in these disasters, and maybe a protective bubble to help the ones that are yet to come, because it sounds like there's a lot more coming. So trying to be upbeat as we can. Felicity, I don't know if you're here. I have a message that you would ask about, and I missed it last month. So if you're here, I want to be sure and get that. So let me know. Okay, let me just quickly scan. Hey, Nydia, Steph, Tammy, Susie, Dakota, Sister of Six, Amanda, Rosa, Eileen. Who else? T-Barb, yay. Tammy S, Linda. Okay, I think I got everybody who is here for now. Oh, Tammy, thanks for being here. I'm so glad that you do. Yeah, this is what I'm here to do. And if you guys don't know what you're here to do, as Metatron said in the April message, then find out. It's important. You got to know that. You can talk to your angels. They can help you do that. The way you can tell is when you do what feeds your soul. That's your purpose. It's that simple. But if you need help, then that's what I'm here for. So that's one of the things I do in a soul introduction, is help you figure out your purpose. But yeah, this is the time to really get it, to step into it and do it more fully, because that's how we're going to get through this thing faster, easier, and, you know, with less trouble. But the big takeaway, I think, other than the hope from Metatron's message this month, is that when the dark ones come at you, don't go with that knee-jerk reaction of resistance, because then they fight back. And then you get into this whole back and forth tug of war, and it's just not a pretty picture. So the way to do that is not to get into those entanglements with them, to stand in your power and just spend the love out there, spread the love rather out there. Just keep, it's like the love can be like a battering ram, right? We can just keep sending the love at them, and the angels will assist us when we do that. So that keeps us out of resistance, keeps the energy flowing, and gets us through the hard times faster. So let's see, what do we have going on? Eileen, you're sending love and positive white light. Thank you. Yeah, it's all needed. And, you know, you can just, for those of you who don't know, you can send it out generically. It doesn't have to be specific. But if there's something that specifically touches your heart, then by all means do that. Sister of Six, you remember Ryan's Hope. Awesome. I thought maybe a couple of you might. Yeah, I can't be the only one that loved Ryan's Hope. What a shame when that went away, right? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the background, Susie. And Sister of Six, you're wearing a lot of green. Yeah, let's spread a lot of hope. Oh, Linda, it was your favorite? Awesome. Hey, Felicity. Yes. So put your question in there if you can. I meant to bring it up, and then I got carried away with doing other things. And It was too late to grab it. So if you can put it in there for me again, I want to be sure we get your question answered. I'm so glad you're here. Mary, chatters and moderators blessings. Thank you, Mary. Oh, and thank you for the thumbs up prompt, Niji. I appreciate that. Bertha, hi. Haven't seen you in a long time. Dakota Charm, you love the metaphor about getting back on the horse because you've been getting on a mare and you feel like she's your unicorn to share magical adventures with. That is awesome. Is that the one that you sent me a picture of, or is this a new one? So for Dakota Charm, the mare that she just got on, is this the one? Is this her unicorn? I got a yes on that. I get flutters in my solar plexus for you there. So hopefully, yeah, everything else works out and she is it. But yeah, feels really good. Susie says, stay calm and fear not. Thank you, Susie. Dakota Charm, you found a green piece of glass that looked like my background. Oh, that is synchronistic. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Don't you love those angel synchronicities when they just pop up? It is just truly amazing how they get our attention with these things that come up and remind us that yes, they are here, tapping us on the shoulder and letting us know that they're here and taking care of us. Yes. So Felicity, your question, what message of encouragement can your angels give you regarding your surreal story of writing and channeling the show? And also a message from your dad. Okay, so for Felicity, what can you share with her to support, encourage, lift her up about this show that she's working on? They're validating, Felicity, it is your grand passion and you are on the right track. So keep going. And you know that deep down. It's just sometimes we need that little bit of an extra oomph. But yeah, and so just keep doing that. Stay in the flow as much as possible because, there's going to be those outside influences that are going to batter you around a little bit. All of these things going on in the environment are not done with us yet. It's going to be a little while. So just stand in your power, stand strong, keep going. When they come up, you just ask your angels to help you find the easiest, best way around them. Keep going. You've got this. It might take a little longer than you planned. That's what I'm getting now. That's interesting. So there might be some delays, and that could be related to the ups and downs of this month, because it's like really this month is the stormy seas. We're on that ship and we're being batted about, and there will be periods of bright sun and calm waters, but then we're going to run into another batch of rough water. So April is going to be choppy. So just keep going with that. Anything else about the show you want to share with Felicity? They're giving you a high five. You got this, girl. Keep going. Yeah. And what about her dad? Anything from dad that you want to share with Felicity? Oh, I'm seeing him. He's blowing on his hand and out comes a bouquet of flowers. So love and flowers, right? That's what that's all about. Anything else you want to share with her dad? Oh, there's a twinkle in his eye. He's just so happy and proud of you for what you're doing because he's acknowledging it is not easy what you're doing. And yeah, kudos to you for standing up against all that resistance, all of that doubts that come in. That's normal. But you have been working your way through it steadily. You're not giving up. You're keeping at it. And he can see that what you're creating is this real gem. Seeing it sparkling like a diamond. So he's showing that picture that, like what you're creating, it's here. He's holding it out for you to see it. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. This is your opus, right? It's your grand opus. Yeah, that's beautiful. So let me know if that's what you were looking for, Felicity. Bertha, you're happy to be here sending waves of love and light around the world. Thank you. Bless you for that. It's so needed. Rosa, Shauna L. Francis has talked about Metatron and how to fight the negative reptilian forces against the light. Okay. Did you have a question about that, or you just wanted to share that? So let me know. Nancy, what do the angels have to say about, oops, I'm stuck here. What do the angels have to say about selling your house? And WJ, I'm not sure what the WJ is. Okay. Selling the house, Nancy. What do you have to say about selling her house? Is that on track for a fast, easy sale? It's feeling like calm seas. It's smoothly flowing along. So that's an indicator that you're on the right track. It's moving forward. Can you give us some kind of a time frame? Will it be in a month or less? It's going to take longer than that. More than 3 months? More than 3 months. Okay. More than 6 months? No. All right. So 4 months? 5 months? Yeah, somewhere around 5 months right now. So things are shifting and changing. That's today. It could change again next week. But right now, that's what you're on track for, approximately 5 months. But it said smooth sailing. So here's the thing to understand about that. Keep moving forward, taking all the inspired action that comes up for you. When you do that, when you immediately take the action, you help to move the energy forward so you can speed up the timeline. So that's what you can do on your side to get that done faster, if that's what you want. So I hope that helps. Happy birthday, Susie. Massive change is about to happen. You want to know if you're on the right path. Much love and gratitude. Okay. So for Susie, is she on the right path with all these big changes? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it feels really good, Susie. Anything else you can tell us about that other than it feeling good? Yeah, I'm seeing you in like a natural situation where you're in the outdoors and there's greens and there's flowers and you are inhaling that beautiful scent, the fragrance of all of the outdoors, not just the flowers, but the greens and even the scent of the grass. You're just really appreciating all of that. When you do that, Susie, that helps to bring you more into alignment. So for you, spending more time outdoors is going to be really great. And wow, today here in the Poconos, I don't know what it's like where you are, but here it's just a wonderful, beautiful day. Birds are singing and it's just glorious. So more of that. But happy birthday. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. Amanda, a message from your guides and angels. Okay, so for Amanda, what do you want to share with Amanda? I'm hearing Mary Poppins singing raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. A few favorite things. That's the song. So it's about her favorite things, Amanda's favorite things. Yeah. So are you saying more time? Yeah. So it's about self-care, Amanda, spending more time doing those things that lift you up, that bring you joy. And I can feel in my solar plexus like this little girl giggling. So more connecting with your inner child, more play for you. That would really be helpful right now. So hopefully that helps. Nancy, where are you moving to? Okay. They will ask you where you want to move to, but I can ask about an optimal. So would it be optimal for Nancy to move north? North feels good. What about east? No. West? South? Huh. Okay. So I got a yes on north and a no on the other 3 directions. So if you can give me some areas to pin it down to, I can ask about that. But not knowing where you are in the world, just north of where you are is a good place to move. But again, they will never overrule what you choose to do. So if something feels good to you, then go for it. And they will support you in whatever that decision is. Hang on, I lost my place. Where did you go? Okay, Murphy's 42. You ask about a message from your husband, John. Your name is Noreen, and he wasn't ready last time. Okay. I will try to remember that, Noreen, but remind me if I forget, because I might. So for Noreen, her husband, John. John, is there anything you want to share with Noreen tonight? She really wants to hear from you. I don't know if he was really shy, but I get this very timid energy. It's almost like peeking around a corner and just, gently waving at you. So is there any more you can share? She would really love to get a message from you. He's blowing you kisses now, so that's something. I don't know why he's so shy. Really, we're all friends here, John. Anything at all meaningful that you can share with Noreen would mean the world to her. It's like he's tongue-tied and he can't talk. I don't know if he had a problem with speech. It's really strange. Anything else, John? Oh, this is really crazy, Noreen. So he went from not wanting to talk, playing shy, to all of a sudden jumping out and singing Barbara Ann from the Beach Boys. Crazy, right? I don't know if that was a song you guys liked or what, but it's really weird, the flip-flop from shut down nothingness. He had to get over this hurdle before he could speak. But then when he did, wow, it just took off. So I hope that helps. Let me know. Very peculiar, but thanks for sharing that experience with all of us. So for Eileen, any messages from your parents? Eileen's parents, anything you want to share with her? I'm seeing them ice skating, Eileen. I'm the younger versions of themselves, and they're wearing these really beautiful outfits. Like your mom's got, the fur trim on her skating outfit. So what is that about? They're having so much fun. They want you to feel that they're in this place where they're doing whatever pleases them. They're having a really good time. They're fine. Okay, so what else? Something meaningful for Eileen. They want you to do the same. Yeah, you're not having enough fun, Eileen. They want you to take that page out of their book, follow that example, get out there and have more joy. Because even in the midst of all this turmoil that we're going through with the changes in our own bodies as the DNA is up-leveled and as the earth is going through rebirthing and all this stuff is happening, we still want to make fun a priority because it's part of our prime directive. So when we incorporate that fun, we shift our energy. And that helps us to have more clarity, to see those breadcrumbs from our angels so that we can take that positive action faster. It all works together. It's like this very finely tuned engine, all those pieces working together, but we don't want to leave any part of it out. So fun is a big part of it. So hopefully that helps. Hey, Alyssa, welcome. Dakota Charm. This was the mare. Okay. It's the one I saw the picture of. She was beautiful. Oh my gosh. I would have been tempted. She was gorgeous. And you're excited you rode her again. Oh, awesome. And you had a different saddle. So she moved better, I'm presuming. Yeah. If you got pictures, I'd love to see that. Congratulations. That is very exciting. Wildflower. Should you move? So for Wildflower, would it be optimal for Wildflower to move? Not right now. Okay. Would it be optimal to move down the road further? Yeah. Okay. So how much further? Like more than 3 months? Yeah. More than 6 months? More than a year? Less than a year? I'm hearing 9 months. About 9 months is a good time for moving. So is that about the climate stuff that's going on? Yeah. Ooh. It's feeling like because of all of that stuff that's going on, there's going to be some kind of an opportunity, but not until that time frame. Give everything time to settle down for that opportunity to show up, and then that would be a good time to move. So that's exciting. Keep us posted on that. Bertha, thank you for the super chat. Amanda, thank you. I really appreciate it. Alyssa, you like the new hair? Oh, thank you. Just shorter. When we menopausal women, long hair just sucks. We gotta have short hair. T-Barb, you got to 72. Wow, that is awesome. I think we got into the 50s, but with sun, it was just beautiful. Oh, and it's so welcome, isn't it, after all that we've been through? Dakota Charm, elaborate on the boomerang from the April message. Okay, so Metatron, can you elaborate on the boomerang? Oh, okay. So what that was about was conveying to you how powerful you are. Because when you set your energy and your intention, you send it out. It is so powerful. It can go around the world and boomerang back to you. So it was more about just letting you know how powerful you are. And it's kind of a weird word to choose, though. So was there a reason you chose boomerang? What was that for? Because I thought it was weird too. Why boomerang? Adding some fun, because boomerang is a fun thing, right? It's kind of it's an athletic thing. So it's that energy, it's moving the energy, it's the vibrancy, the athleticism, getting our bodies moving. So all of that encoded into that one little word. That's pretty cool. Thanks for asking that question. Felicity, thanks. I just had a surprise invitation to perform with another magician while I develop my show. Awesome. Congratulations. So did the angels arrange the connection? And is working with Andre a good idea? So angels, were you the ones responsible for connecting Felicity with this other magician? You betcha. Okay, so is it wise and optimal for her to work with Andre? Yes. Yes. And have a blast. And it's like they're saying two can have more fun than just one, because you have been so laser focused, working so hard on bringing this baby, and getting some other energy in there to give you extra insights, shifting your energy, that will really help you. So that's what it's about. That is fabulous. So excited for you. Hang on, my lipstick is caking on me. That's annoying. Okay, so Susie, you are moving up in the mountains. Oh, awesome. And so that's confirmation you're on the right path, and it's a wonderful birthday gift. Oh, you are so welcome. So Susie, are you Susie from here locally? Hologram Susie? Because I'm not sure if you are. But if you are, that means you're retired. If that is true, I'm so excited for you. Keep me posted on how that goes. Linda, you're new to the channel. Rough April, can you give any messages that you might need? Okay, yeah, it's probably going to be rough for most of us, Linda, so hold on to your hat. And if you haven't already listened to Metatron's April forecast, listen to that. Because yeah, he's telling us it's going to be rough, but on the flip side, we've got all these tools to use. This is our chance to flex our empowerment muscles that we've been working on. So I think you'll find it helpful. Take a look at that. Even when there's tough things for us to hear, there's always uplifting, supportive, loving, hopeful messages woven in there. And that's just perfect because it helps us to keep going even during the rough times. So a message for Linda for this tough April. Linda Gordon, can you share with Linda? I'm seeing like dragonflies flitting around you. That's interesting. Do you live near water, Linda? Huh. Okay, so what about the dragonflies? Magical. Magical. They're fairies. Oh my gosh, Linda. They're saying they only look like dragonflies. They're really fairies. And they have come to bring fun, joy, kookiness into your life, to lift you up, to bring that lightness that you need when things are rough. So when you're feeling pulled in different directions and you're really feeling like you can't handle anymore, look to the dragonflies and remember that they are fairies there to whisper in your ear, to lift you up, just to bring you that childlike delight, bring that magic back to your life. So you have magic all around you, which is really wonderful. Now that you see the magic, focus on it. Take a little quiet time to decide, what does that inspire in you? What do you want to do as a result of now knowing that magic is all around you? That's your next step. That's really exciting. Ooh, thank you, Linda. C'est la vie. Is your next home coming in the next few months, like June or July? So for C'est la vie, is there an optimal home available and ready for them in June or July? No. Sooner? No, later. Okay. So when? Like by August, maybe? August? Maybe August. What about September? I get a real definite on September, and in August is a maybe. So remember what I said to somebody earlier about the timing, that if you look for the angel signs, you take action when you get those creative ideas and inspired things from your angels. Take action right away. Don't wait. That can speed up the timeline. And also remember, you create your reality with your words and your thoughts. So watch what you're saying and thinking. And if you say something that's kind of down, or, that might delay your manifestation, then immediately say, no, I didn't mean that. I take it back, or something to that effect, but take it back and replace it with those positive words of what you want to create, because it really does work that way. And, we sometimes are a little unconscious about that. We don't notice that we're actually defeating our manifestations with our words and our thoughts, because those negative things slip in there. And I don't know if you ever listened to Abraham, but Abraham has this really great story that they tell about Esther, where she had this accident and somebody ran into her in her beautiful big Cadillac, and she was very upset about it. And when she went back to say, okay, how did I attract that? Because we attract everything, we create our reality, right? So what was I doing? How did I attract that? Oh, because just before they got to this restaurant they were going to, there was a near accident in the intersection. And she made some comment about people needing to be more careful. She put her focus on that accident and on those negative thoughts, and didn't think to erase it, redo it, recall it, whatever. And then it manifested in this to get her attention, because all the work and all the years Esther has done this, her vibration is very high. So that means for her, there's even less leeway. Like if you're lower on the vibrational scale, you can get away with some of those thoughts and words and not have them manifest right away. But the higher you go on the vibrational scale, the less slippage there is. You really got to watch it. And when you notice you've done something that takes you a little bit out of alignment, take it back, redo it, cancel, delete it, whatever feels good to you, but get rid of it, replace it with what you really want quickly. So that's for all of us as we're rising up this vibrational scale. Just know that it gets more challenging, because as you get higher on the scale, there's more responsibility, right? That comes with it. But that means that you are making this fabulous progress. That means you are even better at manifesting. So it's just, wow, be careful about what you say and think. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know. Hang on, I had it and then it jumped on me. There we go. Amanda, do my guides think it would be an optimal choice to get Reiki or spirit release therapy? Okay. So for Amanda, is it an optimal choice for Amanda to get Reiki? Yes, if you want to. What about spirit release therapy? Spirit release therapy. I get a no on that. Reiki's a yes. Spirit release is no. So I hope that makes sense and helps. Eileen, that's exactly what you need to do. You seem to have forgotten how to have fun. Yeah. That happens to all of us as we get older. We get more serious and get distracted by all the cares and woes of the world, forget about play and fun. But if we could just remember how vitally important it is to have that component in our lives, then we would make the time. It is just so important. Even when I'm having to deal with those pesky geese that I've been writing you guys about, they've turned into these attack geese now because they're so aggressive. And I don't know why they think they have a right to have that attitude on my property when I am bringing the food that they're eating. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm just trying to be playful about it and not get upset and, let it all work its way out. And the last time we had a confrontation, it was better. And today they weren't there at all. So I was very happy. Maybe they've moved on to nest and then that'll be solved until the fall when they come back with the babies. Nancy, thank you. We have a rental to sell and the house we live in. So you weren't specific about which sells when. Okay. You live in Southwest Michigan now. If you move north, you'd like to be able to stay in Berrien County. Okay, awesome. So for Nancy, is it an optimal choice to move north in Berrien County? Oh yeah, that feels good. Yeah. And which house sells when? So is it highly likely that the rental house will sell first? No. That's interesting. It's highly likely the other house will sell first. Okay. And so will the rental sell soon after? No, that's going to take longer. Interesting. More than a year? Yeah, more than a year. Oh, that might be tied to these wacky interest rates. It might be after the first of the year, things settle down a little bit, and so it'll be easier for selling the rental. Because it's going to be harder for people to get loans while the Fed keeps raising the rate on us. So the house they live in, is it highly likely it will sell in 6 months or less? Yeah, so 6 months or less I'm getting now. I don't remember what I got before, so hopefully you can make sense of all that and it's helpful, Nancy. Rosa, you said my house would sell in 2 weeks. You were right on. Really? Oh, that's awesome. And you said no to the off. Oh, that is so funny. So for Rosa, was it the optimal choice to turn down that offer that she got? Oh, sorry, I get a no on that. So let's ask something else. All right, so she did turn down that offer. Is there another offer that will come soon? Yeah. So don't get upset about it. That's the way the angels work. They offer us these breadcrumbs and we will choose the one we like the best. So if you didn't like the first breadcrumb, it's okay. They'll bring you more breadcrumbs. So don't get down on yourself about it for whatever reason. But the next time that happens and you get an offer, feel it through your solar plexus, run it through there, see if it feels good. If it feels good, it's probably a good choice for you. So that's how you can tell when you're in this undecided place and ego is telling you, no, that's the wrong one. Don't listen to ego. Listen to your feelings, your body. Let your body be the barometer to help you choose the very best for yourself. And that will steer you right. So Noreen says, thank you. Beach Boys was strange, but he was a musician. Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. So now that he's broken through, maybe he'll be more talkative for you in the future, Noreen. Because, I think you said he's been gone quite a while, but, time is different here than it is there. So it might have just been a challenge for him learning how to communicate from the other side because he was really struggling there. It was like a split personality almost. There was that shy, can't talk guy, and then whammo into this performer just jumping out and, he was really blaring out the song. He wasn't being demure at all. So it's kind of weird, but I'm glad it made sense to you. Bertha, you would like to know if your mother has a message for you. You're in a situation and can it come for the better of all in these situations with love and healing or Metatron? Okay, I think I got that. So for Bertha's mother, can you share something with her that will help her to find the path to creating the best for all concerned? What can you share with Bertha today? I get a big yes that she's here. That's the first thing. And it's weird because most of the time I don't get that. It's just they start talking. So for some reason, she wanted to give you that big yes, Bertha. So maybe that makes sense to you. So, but what do you want to say to her? She is dancing to La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha. Very upbeat, happy. So are you trying to let Bertha know that you're happy and you're well? Is that what that's about? Okay. So I don't know if that song has a significance to you, but it's the energy of the song. That song, the energy of it is like vital force energy. It's like that source energy that flows through us. It's that kind of upbeat, exciting, powerful, potent, pungent energy. And that's what she wants to pass to you. So, okay, what is that about? What else can you tell Bertha to help her? Keep your head up, baby. Don't get discouraged. I'm with you. I will support you. Don't doubt yourself. So there's something you've been questioning, you weren't quite sure about. And she wants you to move forward. Don't doubt yourself. Just go for it. Okay, what else? Oh, she is showing me a picture, Bertha, of you as a baby. And she's rocking you. She's sitting in a rocking chair, rocking you. And it's just so beautiful. So that's the energy she's sending to you right now. She wants to take you back to that feeling, that moment when you were this infant in her arms. All was right with your world. You were secure. You were loved. You didn't have any cares at all. She wants you to know that you can embrace that energy, recapture that energy, feel it and live it. Let go of the worries and the doubts. More love, more light. And should you feel down or in a dark space, perhaps overwhelming challenges, sit down and meditate and bring back that picture of Mama rocking you, just caressing your head, singing to you. So beautiful. So I hope that helps. Mary, hi. We met on Bridge. Yes. You just hung out your second load of clothes in West Virginia in the mountains. Wow. 73. That is awesome. So beautiful. Oh, soak it up. Enjoy every minute of it because we're going to have probably more tornadoes and other things coming through. So, and if you're not on my mailing list, Mary, you wouldn't know this, but the message from Metatron, well, it was in the forecast. So if you listen to the forecast on the channel, you'll get it. But he's reminding us these disasters are going to keep coming in waves of them. So be prepared. Be like a prepper right now, whatever you feel about preppers. But now is the time to have your supplies ready, have a go bag ready, so that if one of those disasters hits your area, you can get out of there in a shot and be safe. That's the most important thing. Take care of you, be ready to go so that you can keep you and your loved ones out of danger. Because right now, it's very uncertain where these things are going to happen, when they're going to happen. It's part of Gaia's birthing process. So she's flailing around going through this birthing, and that's what's causing this influx of disasters. So it's not like it could be even predicted where. That's why now is the time to really be ready, be on your toes. All of that preparation that we have been doing as light workers, flexing those muscles, building them, getting strong, having that faith and trust in our angels. Now is the time when we're being called to step up and step into that power and that love. So you will be fine. Lean on your angels. Lean on your mom. Lean on all that love and strength that is there for you, and you will be great. Hey, T-Barb. Your German Shepherd had 2 scary health episodes. You called the angels to assist to fix. Each time she was walking again within an hour. Wow, that is beautiful. Is there something you need to know? Okay, so for T-Barb's German Shepherd, can you give us an inkling what's going on with her? What are these episodes about? Is it some kind of physical anomaly? It is, okay. All right, well, let's see if we can segment the body and isolate it. So front half of the body? What about back half of the body? No, front half of the body, okay. Does it involve organs? No, doesn't involve organs, that's good. Does it involve the vascular system? No. Nerves? Nerves. Okay. So Is it from the neck forward? So the head, is it in the head area? No. Is it in the neck area? No. Chest area? Something in the chest area. So does it involve the heart? No, it doesn't involve the heart. Gosh, I'm running out of ideas here. It's isolated in the neck, chest area. Okay, anything else you can tell us to help T-Barb? What? You gotta give me something. I'm not getting anything. Swirling darkness. Is it like a short circuit with the nerves? Yeah. But isn't that linked to the brain? No, it's not. That's weird. Because if it's a short circuit of the nerves, you would think the brain would be involved. So it's like a disconnect. It's like, this is weird, T-Barb. I don't know if it's helpful, but it's like a disconnect. So the brain isn't causing this, but there's some kind of like a short circuit happening in the chest area with the nerves. And probably that's causing an issue with the heart, though, even though they said no to the heart, because it's not the heart that's the problem. But when the nerves do their short circuiting thing, that probably is affecting her heart. So I don't know if you've taken her to the vet or not, but let's just ask that question. Would it be an optimal choice to take the German Shepherd to the vet? Yes. Yeah, definitely get it checked out. That's a big yes. So sending love and light for your baby, and keep us posted on how that goes. Hey, Earth Spirit, welcome. Robin, hello. I just lost you. Hang on. Wow, it did a big jump. Oh, Susie, you're from the UK. Okay. It's so funny because I know a Susie locally, and she's very much into holographics. And your avatar there looks a little bit like it was her. So, okay. Susie from the UK, well, welcome. Glad to have you here. Sin, hi, you're fairly new. Your 70th birthday is April 28th. Wow, happy birthday. So a gift of a message from your guides. Absolutely. So for Sin, what would you like to share with her upcoming birthday? Oh, they're bringing out the brass band for you, Sin. They're going down the street, and the big bass drum, and they're blasting it, and I can see the sun is glinting off of the trombones and the cornets. Yeah. What else? They're making a parade for you. Celebration of your life. That's so beautiful. So what else do you want to share with her? I'm hearing Don't Stop Believing. You know that song? Okay. So what else? Big brass band to celebrate your life, and don't stop believing. It's too late to turn back now. Okay. In a good way, Sin. It's like, you've made this commitment. You've got this far, baby. Don't turn back now. Keep going. Yeah, they are cheering you on. Pull out all the stops. Live your life with gusto and joy. Go for the brass ring. Don't hold back. That's what they want you to know. Really go for it. That's beautiful. So happy birthday. You're welcome, Linda. Hey, Julie, great to see you. I owe you an email. I haven't forgotten. It's just buried. You're welcome, Amanda. Eileen, it sounds like the geese have a cat attitude, allowing me the privilege of feeding them. Yeah, I don't know what it is with some of these birds, and they have been coming here. We've been here almost 20 years. They come every spring. They hang out for a few weeks on the pond, and then they go nest. We don't see them again until fall. They have never been aggressive like this, but I wasn't always feeding the horses this cracked corn that I'm feeding them now. So that's kind of what did it. And they have to stand there and wait until the horses stop to pick up all that they spill. They spill a lot. So they're just getting more aggressive every day. And I'm noticing they're even kind of challenging the horses, which is really dumb on their part, because Misty will take their head off. She's not crazy about them. but it's been really interesting to watch. And having had an experience a number of times with being chased by roosters who will spur the heck out of you if they get the chance, it makes me a little nervous. So I'm just trying to be calm and send positive energy and hope for the best. But yeah, I was glad not to see them today. So I don't think the cats are going to beat up on us like that. But yeah, it's an attitude of entitlement, isn't it? But I'm just amazed at the balls on this goose who keeps coming up and hissing at me. And now he's hissing at the horses. It's like, buddy, you got to be crazy. So anyway, it's entertaining. Gives me stories to share with you guys. Melinda, is this an optimal time to change what you do in education field? You teach pre-K, you're feeling drawn to be a dyslexic coach. Okay. You applied, but you don't know if there'll be any openings. Okay, so for Melinda, is now an optimal time to switch her career? Yes. And would shifting into a dyslexia coach, would that be an optimal choice? Yeah, if that's where your heart is, then you go for that. Absolutely. So what about openings? Are there any openings in the near future? Not short term. What about more than 3 months? More than 3 months, there are openings? Yeah. And so also what they're telling me is don't forget you can manifest this. If you are feeling drawn, if that is what you feel is the thing that will feed your soul, then your angels will throw breadcrumbs out. So watch for them and then take action quickly when you see them. But they will do everything they can to facilitate that for you. So know that it's out there, it's coming, and you can speed it up if you take that inspired action as soon as you see the breadcrumbs. So yeah, it sounds really good. So congratulations on your new career. You're welcome, Nancy. Felicity, Leo is here and he asks what's coming up for him this year. Okay. So, hi, Leo. So for Leo, what can you share with him about this year? More focus on being a boy, having that joy, and getting mom to let down her hair and play too, because you can help her with that. You can help her to spend a little more time indulging with the self-care and the fun. Bring that fun back in. So what else? More relaxing. Try not to be so serious because you've really been pushing hard with your spiritual gift. And it doesn't have to be that hard. Just flow through it. Have fun with it. Be playful with your angels and the spirits that you connect with. More fun all around will serve you really well. That will help your energy to shift. You will actually get more messages, more clarity of messages when you do that. So more play, more fun. And they're saying invite the angels to play. Bring them in and, build Legos or go swimming or whatever it is that you do for fun. Invite the angels to join you and see them there. They will be there when you invite them. That will serve you really well. So just have a lot more fun, Leo. Rosa, when will the next offer on the house come through? So for Rosa, can you give us a time frame on the next offer on the house? Is it more than a month? Yes. More than 3 months? No. More than 2 months? No. More than 6 weeks? Okay, so 7. Yeah, like 6 or 7 weeks, somewhere in that time frame. Right now, of course, that can change, but at this moment, that's what it is. Harry's mom, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Does your brother Tommy have a message from the other side? Okay, so for Harry's mom, Tommy. Does Tommy have a message for Harry's mom? I'm hearing that song, Hush Little Baby. So I don't know if you sang that to him or he sang that to you or it was just in your household, but that's the first thing he's coming up with. What else, Tommy? Lots of love, of course. But what else? Anything concrete you want to share? He's being very vague. Come on, Tommy. Surely there's something you can share. Yeah, so what is it? Now I'm hearing Julie Andrews singing The Sound of Music, and I'm not going to sing that one for you. I'll let you use your imagination. Okay, so what else about that, Tommy? Is there something special about Julie Andrews or The Sound of Music? Yeah. Is it like a shared memory? He's telling me it's a shared memory, so I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm getting. So what else? Anything concrete? That's all I'm getting from right now, Shirley. So let me know if that makes sense and if there's a follow-up you want to put into that. Mary, do your angels and guides think that you should go to a spiritual retreat this summer? Okay, so for Mary, would it be an optimal choice to go to a spiritual retreat this summer? Big yes. Yeah, that was easy. An emphatic yes, I should say. Jelly beans. Question for your guides. In your current position, are the sacrifices and the long hours going to set you up for future goals as it has been presented to you? Okay, so for Jelly Beans, these long hours and all the extra work, is that an optimal choice for her? Will it have a positive impact on her career? No, no. They're joshing you, pulling your leg to get you to do the work, but I don't see the follow through. You get a big no. So would it be optimal for her to stay in this job? For now, yeah. But it's like, maybe not give so much. Don't bust your behind for them because they're not busting their behind for you. They're not returning that ethic that you have, that work ethic. It doesn't go both ways in their case. It's just using you. So, like a lot of jobs, they will use you up and spit you out. So it's incumbent upon you to empower yourself, to set boundaries. Don't let them do that. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, if you want to move towards those future goals, you have to take care of you. Don't trust them to do it. So I hope that makes sense and it helps. Bertha, you feel it? Oh, I'm so glad. Eileen, do your angels see you staying with the company that you're working with for a long time, or will something come your way that's better? Okay, so for Eileen, is it an optimal choice to stay in her present position for a long time? No. Okay, is there something else on the horizon? Yes. Okay, so how soon? Is it like 3 months or less? More than that. Okay, 6 months or less. Yeah, 6 months or less. So 7, 8. More like 8, somewhere in the 8-month range, Eileen, there will be an opportunity. Okay, and so meanwhile, she just keeps doing what she's doing? Yeah. Just keep trucking along and watching for those synchronicities, those breadcrumbs from your angels, because is there more than one? More than one opportunity? Yes. You'll get to pick. That's really cool. Yeah. So watch for those opportunities and then choose the one that feels the best. There's something better for you where you will not be ground into the ground doing the work. Hey, Kate, you want to know if your angels helped you to find the tools book that was written by Stutz that you're listening to? So for Kate, did you angels help her find that book? Yes, of course they did. They're jumping up and down to let you know how happy they are that you listened and you took action. And they're saying, now, Kate, write this down and remember the sequence of events, how it felt, so that the next time that happens, you'll recognize it and take action faster. That's the way it works. Put it down in your journal, keep track of it so that you will start to notice the tiny little shifts that accompany their messages, and so that you'll see them faster, take action faster, and affect change faster. Yeah, that's really cool. Bertha, your heart was palpitating. Oh, I'm so glad it was helpful. Amanda, do your guides have advice for your husband who's having a really hard time with his job? Okay, so for Amanda's husband, he's having a hard time. What can you share with him to make it better? This too shall change. That's the first thing they're saying. So are you telling her that there's another job on the horizon? No. Will things change? Something will change. Like he'll get different bosses or something? No. A different position at the same place? Yeah. That's what it's sounding like, a different position. So this is something that he will enjoy and he'll be appreciated? Yeah. Okay. So what they want him to do is to focus on being as happy as he can. Look for any positive thing each day in his job, even though it might, suck up to the throat. Find something to be grateful and happy about each day, and keep putting it out there that a better opportunity is what he desires. And that will help him to move step by step by step closer to it. But there is something there that he's being considered to shift into. Feels like a lateral rather than a promotion, but there's something else, and it's more in line with his gifts, and he will be appreciated there. So that's exciting. Keep us posted on that, Amanda. Sister of 6. You had a dream that you were driving an 18-wheeler. You figured out how to use the brakes and you continued driving. You thought should you go back or continue? What does that mean? Okay, that is funky. Okay. So for Sister of 6, the dream about driving the 18-wheeler. What are you trying to tell her with that? Is it a message? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is about you jumped behind the wheel of this big, powerful machine without knowing where you were going. You didn't know if you were going left, right, forward, or back. So you were kind of lost as you were driving. So this is about you making clear, decisive choices before you jump into the driver's seat. So it's spending some time looking at your options, figuring out what you want to do. Then you get behind that wheel and take off, and it will all flow for you. And you'll get a vehicle that you will know how to drive rather than one that is probably, overpowering because you haven't had the experience with it. So yeah, it was just not a good fit. And that happens when you don't take the time to run those choices through your solar plexus, choosing what your soul wants to do. It's when you let ego tell you what to do that you end up in situations like that. So that's a beautiful lesson to remind all of us that it's choosing comes from the soul in this new time that we're living in. For too long, we have allowed ego to lead us around by the nose. And ego is like trying to keep you safe and keep you out of trouble and keep you small. But soul wants to go soaring. And right now, this is the time. Now, for all the souls are being called forward for more, better, to step into our power and our destiny. So yeah, it's just a reminder. Check in with soul, which is in the solar plexus, the feeling, what feels the best to you, and then go grab it with all the gusto. Don't wait. Don't get caught up in that tug of war between your ego and your soul about, which way we're going to go. Just feel it and do it. So hopefully that helps. You're so welcome, Bertha. Richie, hey, you did a meditation recently and a gold light came in and you heard that your name is Henry. Who is Henry? Interesting. So for Richie, when he heard Henry is his name. What does that mean? Is that for this present lifetime, Henry? Is he adopted? Are you telling me he's adopted? No. Did somebody intend to name him Henry? Okay. Somebody intended to name you Henry, and they got overruled, and you ended up with Richie. Interesting. But why is that important for him to know? It's kind of feeling like you have like a great aunt or somebody who was kind of influential in your family, and she's now crossed over and she's reaching out to connect with you. But I don't know why that would be important. What else is going on with this? What can you tell us? Does the aunt have anything she wants to share? Yeah, you were intended to be Henry. It was promised to her and she didn't get it and she's not happy about it. She feels you would have been more successful if you were Henry. Why? Is that because it was being named after somebody? Okay, so it's like honoring somebody in the family, carrying down a tradition. And she felt that you would not be as successful in life without having that name. That's really peculiar, Richie. Let me know if that makes any sense at all. Maybe you can find out from your mom if there was somebody or your dad who was pressing to have you named Henry. But they're saying it's a present life thing, which is, I wasn't expecting that. So let us know what you find out. Thank you for the thumbs up, Nidja. Eileen, go bag should have at least 3 days of clothes, cash in case there's no power, your favorite food, your favorite book, a video of your household belongings for each person and each pet, and then a change of clothes for the season. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great list. I was reminded the other night when we were getting those howling winds because the remnants of the tornadoes from down south were passing by here. Oh my gosh, they were shaking the house up. And I was reminded I really need to back up my database because I've got all your readings and all that information in there and I don't want to lose that. So yeah, and if you've got important computer files, back them up somewhere offsite. Jennifer, from your friend Michelle, are heart palpitations AFib coming from spiritual work that you're doing or a heart problem that you need to go back to the cardiologist for? You had tests done last May and nothing showed. So this is for Jennifer's friend Michelle. So for Jennifer's friend Michelle, the heart palpitations, is this something that needs allopathic care? Yes. Yes. So she needs to revisit that doctor just to make sure everything's okay. Yeah. You know, sometimes it can be the ascension symptoms, but she's got a history, and I'm getting from the angels that it needs to be seen by an allopathic doctor. So it's always wise. You don't want to mess with that kind of stuff. Get that care and see what they can help her with. Yeah. So tests done last May and nothing showed. It's still wise to get it checked out, even if you think it's silly, because a lot of women have had heart attacks and passed on because they thought it's nothing, because the symptoms are different from what the men have. So in a woman, it might be more subtle and they just pass it off to overdoing it or something. And yeah. So love and blessings to your friend, and tell her, please take care of herself and see her doctor. Smiley eyes. Thank you. Who can you call on to guide you to the most benevolent outcome in the next few months for your family? And can your brother help from the other side? Yeah, you can call on anybody. You can call on deceased relatives. You can call on your angels, guides. If there's a specific angel that you feel drawn to, you can call on them. You can call on Creator or all. Bring in the whole family, right? You can do that. So yeah, just connect with them, ask them, and they will. As much as they can, they will be there to help you, and they will send you signs and synchronicities to get your attention, to help you know what the best choices are as you move forward. I would recommend those smiley eyes. If you don't already, do a little meditation, get into that quiet space, intentionally connect with your Akashic records, and then call those people forward, or those guides and angels forward, masters, teachers, whoever you want. They will come. And then you can connect with them there, let them know what you need, and also converse with them if you want. But it's more powerful when you connect with them through your Akashic records, because then you can know and trust that what you're getting is all love and light and no deception. So I hope that helps. So T-Barb, you're welcome. I wish I could tell you more. Your dog is your love and constant companion. It's just you and her against the world. Yeah, I look forward to that update. Let me know. And Chili, get the best songs. Yeah, sometimes. It was so funny. I noticed when I was on with Corey, somebody put in the chat about it was the jukebox edition of Bridge Cape Ann. That was a really cool way of describing it. Thank you, Sin. I appreciate that. 555. I love it. That is a great number. Okay, let's see. Hi, Roberta. Glad you could be here. Do your angels and guides have any messages? Okay. So for Roberta, what would you like to share with Roberta tonight? Oh, it's beautiful. I'm hearing Michael Row the Boat Ashore. I love that song. I don't know if that song has meaning to you, but if we think about it, Michael Row the Boat Ashore. It's very soothing. It's very loving. It's also upbeat. And it's about doing it together, not having to do it alone. Because it's in the song, they called Sister to trim the sails. So it's Michael and Sister. I don't know if there's anybody else there, but at least those two are there. Doing it together, not having to go it alone in this life journey. So you're not alone. And lean on those who love you and want to support you when you need it. Lean on your angels when you need it. Don't go it alone. So that's coming up. So there's something about don't go it alone that's important for you. So if you felt like you're carrying this really heavy burden and you've got to do it all by yourself, it's not true. That's your ego lying to you. Call upon that help. Let people help you. And remember, when you offer help to somebody and they accept it, it makes you feel good, right? You feel all warm inside that you did something good for another person. So just think about when somebody offers to help you and you turn it down, you've deprived them of the gift of giving something to you. So remember that the next time somebody wants to help you, or you even need help, ask. You're doing them a favor by giving them the opportunity to reach out and do something good for you. And we're just about to enter Passover on Wednesday, and in the Jewish faith, doing a good deed for somebody is called a mitzvah. It's a good thing, and they look to do mitzvahs for people. In fact, I'll take a moment and just tell you a little story. So most of you know I have horses. So I was hauling some hay home for the horses, and I had this pickup truck loaded above the roof of the truck with hay, all strapped down with my straps, and I had to get on the interstate for a short time. Got on the interstate, got going, and all of a sudden, hay bales started flying off. And we were already in one lane. Not a good situation. This is like life and death disaster here. So I pulled over, and I don't know why. I pulled over to the center because that's where I saw the bales falling. I should have pulled over to the right. So that made it bigger anyway, made the problem worse. So there I am, kind of halfway in and out of the lane. There's already only one lane. Now this traffic is all backing up behind me, having to go around. And I'm running back down the road to grab those bales because they're expensive. I'm not going to leave them. So I'm getting all the bales back up to the truck. And then usually when I stack this thing, I start at the bottom and I'm on the top by the time I finish. And then I have to rappel down the side. It's that tall. So I don't know how I'm going to get those bales back up on the top. I'm just doing the best I can. And a few people stopped and helped me. So because they did that, I was able to get it up. And it was dangerous for all of us because there I am trying to get the straps hooked up on the side that's by the highway. These big trucks are flying by, moving us all around as they go by. That was scary. And it just happened. There was this Jewish family that was driving by on the other side of the highway that pulled over, came across the median, And they and this other couple stopped and helped me. We got all those bales up there. I got them strapped down and made it home safely. That was a mitzvah. So when you feel led to help somebody out, do it, because it's good for you. It's good karma. Makes everybody feel better. And they were glad to help, even though it was dangerous. So there's your story for tonight. Let's see where I was. Yeah, Jilly geese cannot be nice sometimes. Melinda, you're so welcome. Linda, a couple of weeks ago, you were having a difficult time sleeping. All of a sudden, a ball of energy went through you from head to toe, cold chills and shivers. Wow. What was it? Okay. So for Linda, what was that ball of energy that went through her body? Gave her a chill. It was a heavenly blast. That's those are words I'm hearing. Heavenly blast. So can you explain that? They said, well, since you were awake anyway, we took the opportunity to deliver that heavenly blast so that you could feel the intensity of the power that is available to you when you need help. So there you were lying there trying to sleep. You couldn't sleep. I don't know if you thought to ask them for help or not, but they're just reminding you that you can't ask them for help with things even as trivial as not being able to sleep. Or certainly if you're not sleeping anyway, why not get into a dialogue with your angels and see what's going on? So is there anything else you want to share about that to clarify? Yeah, they're saying it was like a rocket ship. They just whoosh, sent it through you to make an impact. So, but was it part of her DNA recalibration? Yeah, that's okay. That's making more sense. So they had this opportunity while you were there, and it was like, okay, let's just blast through and do a real quick shift on your DNA recalibration. So you got like a big chunk of it all at once. You wouldn't normally get it that intensely because it's a lot to accept all at one time. So yeah, they just took the opportunity because you were there and they wanted to give you that upgrade. So here's the thing to consider. When you think back on that experience, Linda, what did you feel afterwards once you got warmed up and you got your wits about you? Did you notice anything shifting? Did you feel anything different energetically in your body or your surroundings? Because there might have been something more to pick up on to validate the experience for you. So think about that and let us know. Pixie Dust, hey, you heard the name Aesop. Is that a new guide or was it Aesop's Fables? Okay, so for Pixie Dust, Aesop, is that a guide? Yeah, it's a new guide. And yeah, it's a wink and a nod to Aesop's Fables because that's probably something you enjoyed as a kid. So it's warm, it's familiar, it's comfortable. And what better name for a guide than something that has that energy attached to it? So yeah, that's one of your guides. You're so welcome, Mary. Jilly Bean says, thank you. That's what I'm feeling, even though it's been presented a different way. Yeah, they lie, because they need you to do the work. So, and some of these people just have no compunction about lying and getting people to do all sorts of things for them. So, yeah. Now you know, and you can make the better choices for yourself. Oh, and thank you for the super chat, Jelly Beans. So glad it helped. Oh, pixie dust. If it's a direction to the fables, why? Okay, well, I think I answered that question, but if I didn't, let me know. Nidja, oh, you're talking to Jelly Beans. Okay. Amanda, thank you for the advice for husband and everything else. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here. Eileen, that was what you were hoping to hear. Your boss quit and you have a feeling that the company will try to drain every ounce from you if you don't protect yourself. Yeah, absolutely they will. Because you have that energy, that giving energy, the one who's always there to pick up the pieces for everybody else. So they will absolutely take advantage of that if you let them. And it's just incumbent upon you to be aware of that. Put those boundaries up and stand your ground. Don't let them do that to you. Thank you for the super chat, Mary. Appreciate that. You are so welcome. Susie, you have to go. It's 1 a.m. You loved it. See you next time. Gratitude and blessings. Thank you, Susie. Have a wonderful night. So glad you could join us. You are welcome, Sister of Six. I'm just trying to skip through the messages that are you guys talking to each other instead of me. So for those who may not be watching the messages in chat or watching this on replay, they're just commiserating with one another about their crappy jobs and being taken advantage of. Steph, is Tony a good choice for a friend, partner, or lover? Okay, so for Steph, is Tony a good choice to have in her life, period? Yes. Okay, so friend, partner, lover. Interesting. I get partner, but not friend or lover, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that means you're going into business with this person, or maybe like a life partner, but not on a physical level. I don't know. Is that what you're saying? Partner, like a life partner? I get a yes on that. Okay. But just not a physical. Okay. So I don't know what that's about, Steph, but yeah, as long as you're willing to accept a relationship that doesn't have the physical component, he can be a great life partner. So I guess you'll have to think what you want to do about that one. And Chili Beans, you got to figure out what you want to do when you grow up. You never grow up. That's the secret. It's like remaining connected to the inner child and having that spark of the child in you as you go through life. You don't ever have to grow up. And the thing is, what you do today that feeds your soul is wonderful, but it might change down the road. So you do that. It's just always stepping into what feeds your soul, finding that place of joy, bliss, peace, and zen. That's what we're all looking for. So whatever brings that to you, that's what you're searching for. And then if you get bored or you change your mind about it, you just move on and you keep doing that. It's because you're always up leveling, right? That's what this journey is about. We're raising our vibrational frequency. We're moving to deeper and higher layers of ourselves. We're getting to be more experts on who we are, who we be, what we do. So it's a journey. I mean, the end is when we exit the planet. So until then, just have a great time and do what feeds your soul, and you will be good. Oops, it jumped on me. Hang on. There we go. Richie, you were told your name was Richard to honor your uncle who never had a son. You were the first boy, so you got his name. Could Henry be an angel or your higher self? I don't know, let's ask. So for Richie, could Henry be an angel? Not in this case, no. Is Henry his higher self? No. How do you feel about the name Henry? Does it resonate with you? That would be interesting to know if you want to share that with us. But I'm still getting the same answer, that it's like this person who wanted you to have that name. And the thing is, Richie, it wouldn't be coming up unless there was some importance to it, right? So maybe there's some mystery or something to be solved about this aunt or somebody who felt like an aunt who wanted your name to be Henry. And that's needing to be acknowledged. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like unfinished business, loose ends to be tied up, something like that. So it's a mystery. You get to go and solve the mystery now. Those are the clues. Sometimes they do that, Richie. They give us a lot of clues and then they wait for us to figure it out. But they will drop you breadcrumbs to help guide you in the right direction. So just ask for more as you go. Once you start taking action, more breadcrumbs will appear to help you solve the puzzle. Pixie dust. Thank you for your help. That answered both questions. I'm so glad. Awesome. Desert Dawn. Does your mom have a message? Hoping you made the right choices. So for Desert Dawn, Mom, do you have a message for Desert Dawn? I'm hearing that song Delta Dawn. I don't know if she sang that to you or that was part of your life, but that's the first thing that came up. So Mom, what do you want to share with Dawn? She's saying, love my baby. It feels like the two of you are close. I feel a real, it's a palpable, in the heart chakra, a palpable feeling of love, just the energy flowing from her to you. So is that what it is? You want her to feel that? Yeah. So, yeah, she wants to be sure you don't forget how much she loved you. Anything else? Is she making the right choices? Is she going in the right direction? She said, it's all good, baby. Don't worry so much. Take care of you. Don't worry so much. I don't know if you worry a lot, Dawn, but she's repeating it, so it must be important. Anything else you want to tell her? To the moon and back. Yeah, just lots of love. It's like maybe you have been a little unsure about whether she's around or if you're still connected, and she wants you to know that you definitely are. That's what all that love was about, because it was very, very strong, that feeling. Because you notice the other people who came through earlier, I wasn't getting that kind of thing from them. So, yeah, that's important for her to convey to you. So let me know if that helps. Melinda, you signed up for a soul intro. Awesome. I look forward to talking to you. Ninja, you've got some crazy neighbors. Will they move or should I have a fence installed? Okay. So for Ninja, is it highly likely that the neighbors will move? They're not planning to move anytime soon. Would it be an optimal choice to put up a fence? Yeah, good fences make good neighbors. That's what they're saying. Good fences make good neighbors. Yeah, and it's feeling like don't engage with them. Just try to disconnect as much as possible from them, have as little to do with them as possible. Live your life. Don't let them, cast a shadow over your life. And so the fence will help with that, of course. But you just don't want to engage with them. They're not the kind of people that you want to do that with. And you can. So I see a picture of you. You've put up like a little chair and table out in the yard by the fence. And it's a place that you can sit and meditate, right? So there you are, you're meditating and you are sending bursts of love at them because that will make them nuts. So if you send lots and lots of love at them and get the angels to help you amp it up a little bit so it's even bigger, like you're sending a whole circus of love at them, that will get them moving and uncomfortable, and that just might cause them to move. So that's the way that you can deal with them and feel good about it. Because as you're sending out all that love, it's a good thing for you. Love will come back to you in larger measures. So, yeah, let us know how that works out. Steph, partner seemed a harder question. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really peculiar answer. So think about that and see if something else comes up and then let me know. But right now, partner. Chili beans, what feeds your soul is this work, which is starting to grow with the intentions that you put forth this year. That's beautiful. Absolutely. Keep doing it. I'm presuming you mean your work with tarot, not your other job. Yeah. And now is the perfect time, Jilly, because the need is so great, with this big upheaval we're going through and so many people feeling displaced and uncomfortable and unsure about the future. They really need those stabilizing forces. So it's perfect for you to step into it now. Lori, I missed your question. I'm so sorry. It's an important issue for your adult son. Can you put it in there again though, Lori? Because if I scroll back up, I'm going to get lost. The way this thing jumps up and down, it's really hard. So just put it in there again and I'll look for it as I go down. Linda, you asked your angels to help because you were anxious, sad, and upset. And after that, you warmed up and you felt a gentle energy that helped you calm you. That's beautiful. So, well, they helped you and then some. So did you feel anything energetically shifting? I mean, yeah, because you were upset and it was such a tremendous kind of like a shock to the system. You might not have noticed the more subtle shifts that were happening, but there had to be some kind of reverberations or something else that accompanied that because it was big. Whatever it was for your best interest. So that's the most important thing. But oh, it's so wonderful that you were able to get that validation that when you were in that space, they were right there, Johnny on the spot to deliver. So record that, share that with other people to help lift them up. That would be really wonderful. And you'll feel good when you share the story. You were very close with your mom. Awesome. Dawn. Richie, thank you. I have something to meditate more on. I'll keep looking for breadcrumbs. Perfect. Yeah, do that. Your question is at the 451 timestamp. Lori. I can't find a 451 timestamp though, Lori. I would have to go in the video and scroll back, and I can't do that while I'm live. So if you could just, maybe you could scroll up, find it, and copy it and paste it for me. That would be helpful. Dawn, thank you. You do worry a lot. And she kept telling me not to worry, to take care. Yeah. You know, the angels say don't worry ever. It doesn't solve anything. It's very debilitating. And there are some people who've like kind of made it their mission in life to worry. That's all they do. And what does that do? That draws in that negative stuff into your reality. So if you're creating your reality, you're bringing in more things to worry about. And who needs that? So guilt, regret, worry, those are all a waste of time according to the angels. So anytime you feel that, let it go. The most important thing is to make a new positive choice, to move forward and have more things to feel good about. So you can change that really fast. It's you setting your intention and then following through. The moment you notice yourself slipping back into old habits, worry, whatever it is, stop it right away. Bring in those new thoughts. Be the boss of your thoughts. Shift your reality. You will feel so much better because you don't want to dance with that darkness that's worry, regret, and guilt, especially guilt. That's a big one for people. Lori, it's almost 8:30, and so we're going to be winding down soon. So be sure you get your question in there because right now I'm at the very bottom and I don't see a question from you. Dawn, you're unsure that settling her estate, wanting to make sure that you're making the right decisions. Okay, so remember earlier we talked about when you make a choice, run it through your solar plexus to see what feels the best. So break it into chunks, one piece at a time. What feels the very best? And just knock them off one at a time. Take your time. You don't have to rush. Yeah, it's feeling like I'm seeing you like picking your way through this field that's strewn with rocks. So you can't run across it. It's too rocky, you'd fall, right? So that's taking care, going slowly, watching the ground in front of you. Right now, it's more focused on what's right in front of you rather than what's out on the horizon, because that's what's needed. It's micro rather than macro right now for you as you pick your way through the challenges and obstacles with this estate settling that you're doing. Take your time, feel the best choices. And if you get something wrong, you get something wrong. You're doing the best you can. And, you know, it's not life or death, right? Have your angels come in, stand with you, support you, and just go one step at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. Break it down into bite-sized pieces and you'll be fine. And mom will be there with you too. So just kind of, you know, reach out. She's there. You can even reach out and touch her if you want. Just close your eyes, pretend she's there, hold her hand, embrace her, whatever you need to do to feel good. to feel safe, to feel nurtured. And it will be real, even though you're making it up in your head. But because you're calling it in, you're creating that reality. She is there. And you can do that anytime you need it or you want it. Jilly Beans readings and your YouTube channel. It'll be live soon. Oh, that is so exciting. Congratulations. So when you get it going, you got to let us know. Linda, you woke up to the Bruce Springsteen song Dancing in the Dark, and you can't start a fire without a spark. Oh, yeah. Oh, and didn't we talk about that spark a while back, Linda? You've got that spark inside you that you've just had on simmer for a really long time. So now is the time to ignite that spark for you to really stand in your power and, like a fire goddess, right? Light it up. Get out there and put that love, that light, that energy into your life as you move forward, to be very intentional, to use that power that you brought with you to use in this lifetime, because it will be so magnificent. Yeah. And it's just been simmering, waiting for the time when you were ready to light it up. So that's beautiful. Laura, your adult son's father, who's your ex-husband, is very ill, refusing to see a doctor. How can you support your son? Okay. So for Lori, how can she support her son through this challenging time? Just love him is what they're saying. Just love him. Be his rock. You've always been his rock, but now is the time to do it in a more palpable way. So if you've done it quietly in the past, do it more noticeably now. So what are you saying, like literally saying to him that he can lean on her, that she's the rock? Is that it? Yeah. So, a lot of times we think somebody understands our intentions or what we're thinking, and they don't, because they can't read our minds. So speak it, put it into words, verbalize it for him. So he really understands your intentions. He understands what you are offering him. Pour your heart out to him. This is the time to do that, because you are helping him to find balance, because, dad's down here and you're up here because dad is deteriorating. So you can come in and just add more support, verbalizing it. Maybe it's physically holding him. Maybe it's asking him what you can help him with, like, tasks or things in his life that would ease his burden so that he could deal with his dad's passing. But so here's the other thing they're inserting, though. This is important. It's his journey. You can't live it for him. You can be there for support. You can be the rock, but you can't force him or make him get through this any better or easier than he chooses. What you can do is you can offer love and wisdom about ways that he might cope, but tread lightly. You don't want to be pushy about it. You want to offer it gently, wisely, so that he can think about it. So it's not telling him what to do. It's just making gentle suggestions, and then just be there to hold him up when he needs it. So they're saying don't overthink it, because you can do that and you can put too much of a burden on yourself, and then that is weighing you down so that you can't be the buoy to hold him up. So as much as possible, stay in a place of love and light and just offer that support to him. You are his moor during the dark seas. And he will get through this. People do. Knowing that you are there to back him up when he needs you is the most important thing that you can do. So helping him to find the space, to take the space, to do what is best for him now. Yeah. Because you can't change anybody. All you can do is offer the support, role model for them the healthy way to deal with grief. And then they decide what they're going to do. You're just there as support. So I hope that makes sense and it helps, Lori. Pixie dust. What is the best way to resolve an issue with Christina? You know it's based in anxiety and a need to control. Is she a narcissist? Is that a valid human construct? Okay, so for pixie dust, is Christina a narcissist first? Oh, I get a big yes on that. Is that a human construct? Yes, it is, because souls don't have that. It's definitely human. So would it be wise to continue trying to work things out with Christina? No. I'm hearing get the hell out of there. Sorry. But there just isn't, as far as I know, you can't cure narcissism. And they're all about using and putting other people down for their own glorification. There just is no reasoning with them. There's no light at the end of the tunnel with a narcissist. The only thing to do is get away. So think about that. Take care of you first. But you deserve to have a happy, loving relationship. And you don't owe sacrificing yourself to anybody. So yeah, I hope that helps. Take care of you, pixie dust. Tammy, a message from your guides. Okay, let me get a sip here, Tammy. So for Tammy, what do you want to share with her tonight? I'm hearing the Name Game song, Tammy. So I don't know if you know that one, but it's the silly one about Tammy, Bo Bammy, Banana Fana, Bo Bammy, Fee Fi Fo Fammy, Tammy, that silly thing. So when that song comes up, it's always about lightening up. You're being too serious. You're not having enough fun. So whatever's going on in your life, Tammy, take a step back, look and see where you can inject more fun, more play, because that is so essential to your well-being. You've got to have that aspect of your life filled in. Otherwise, it's nose to the grindstone, working your way through, not enjoying the life that you came here to live. And then one day you wake up and it's all over and you are filled with regret because you didn't do all those wonderful things you intended to do. So this is a wake-up call for you. Find that time to do self-care, to indulge Tammy in whatever things bring her joy and fun. You deserve that, and your angels will help you do that. So more taking care of Tammy. Dakota Charm. Whoa, that's out of left field. Should you be doing a podcast? A mutual friend suggested it to you. Okay, so for Dakota Charm, would doing a podcast be an optimal choice for her? Yeah, if it brings you joy, do it. Absolutely. I have no idea what you're going to do it about because you've got so many irons in the fire, but I'm excited to hear more about it. Thanks, Julie. You'll let us know about your channel. Awesome. Yeah, we got to support one another. Absolutely. Auntie D, hey, a message from your guides. Okay, so for Auntie D, what do you want to share with her tonight? Glad you're here. A big validation from your angels on that. Good to show up. Oh, kisses and cuddles. They're being silly, Auntie D. So apparently you need a little more lightening up because they're being very silly. So what else do you want to share with her? Smooch, smooch. Yeah, they're acting like a bunch of adolescents, just being real goofy, and now they're doing somersaults and inviting you to play with them. What else? Now they're playing Ring Around the Rosie, so they're running around. They grabbed your hand, they pulled you into the circle. They're going to get you to play whether you like it or not, for your own good. So they're pulling you into the circle, and Now they're doing it, and they're doing the all fall down, and you're lying in the grass, just giggling and looking at the clouds. Now you're cloud busting. So just one thing after another that's lighthearted, that brings out that inner child in you. More and more of that. You're not interjecting enough of that fun and joy into your life. That's the piece that's missing. So work at that. Work at that. Pull it in. Make room in your schedule for it. It's so important. It's that missing piece for you. So plug that piece in. You'll be more well-rounded. And then they're saying your wheel will turn better. Okay, the wheel will turn better. Yeah, life will just feel better. And when you do that, your energy shifts. So your manifestations come to fruition faster. You're more in the flow. Life just feels better. So it's like the ultimate self-care when you indulge in that play, in that fun time. So whatever that looks like for you, go play. And if you don't know how to play, go find some kids and play with them. Go on the playground, go on the monkey bars, go down the slide, whatever feels good. More of that. I think we're okay, Dakota Charm. They can still ask a few more questions because I'm at the bottom and there's only a couple questions here. So maybe like 5 more minutes of new questions. And after that, we can cut it off and start winding down. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Pixie dust. Unfortunately, Christina is your daughter-in-law and you have a grandchild. Ooh. And your granddaughter and you are very close. Okay. Wow. Okay, so for pixie dust, this is the tough one. It's the daughter-in-law who's the narcissist. How does she deal with that and still have a relationship with her granddaughter? Tread very lightly. You might have to tiptoe around her. You might have to kowtow to her a little bit for your granddaughter's sake. Oh, that's so tricky. So what else can you tell her that would be uplifting? Okay, so they're saying just bathe her in love, because when you do that, she's going to want to stay away from you. It's not going to be comfortable for her to be around you if she's doing her narcissist gig and you are just blasting her with love. Love is the most powerful force in the multiverse. It can conquer anything. So love is like, your powerful tool. Use that. Ask the angels to help you magnify it so that she really feels it and gets uncomfortable. And then you can't control so much about the granddaughter, but what are you wanting to say about that? What about the granddaughter? How does that fit in? She blasts love on the daughter-in-law. Just set your intentions. Send love to the granddaughter so she knows and she feels that connection. You don't want her to feel disconnected because mommy will probably try and do that. But here's this is what they're showing me. So when you blast her with all that love and get the angels to help you, because it kind of knocks her off balance, she won't be in a position to be as bad as she could be, which means that she won't be interfering as much as she could with your relationship. So just keep blasting her with love. That's the most powerful thing you can do. And then keep us posted on how that goes. So there might be a follow-up to that once you've gotten into the groove and you've knocked her off her rockers a little bit. Keep her unsteady. She won't know what to do. And she'll have to shift in some way because she can't stay the same if you're blasting her with love. So I hope that helps. Tammy, the Name Game song, Working Through Your Mom's Estate, it's a lot of work. Yeah, absolutely. So just sing that song to yourself. Just be silly about it. Go play. You've got to schedule it in if you're not doing it. Otherwise, you get unbalanced. When you get unbalanced, life gets harder. Dissonance comes in. Things go wrong. It's just rough. And then your energy shuts down. You stop manifesting. So when you feel yourself starting to slide into that, immediately look for some new choice to make. Do it quickly. Get moving, because that gets the energy flowing. And then you can manifest more of what you want. So it's always being in a place of awareness, noticing when you get stuck and things get staticky and hard, you're not in the flow. As soon as you notice that, take new action. That is in your highest and best. It will help tremendously. Robin, any messages? Okay. So for Robin, what do you want to share with her tonight? Robin. I'm hearing it takes a village. So are you saying she's trying to accomplish something and she needs help with it? Yeah, so don't hesitate to ask for help. Nobody is expecting you to do it all by yourself. It's perfectly fine to ask for help. So anything else you want to share with her? Yeah, lighten up. Whoa, lighten up, baby. Turn on all the lights. Shine that light bright. Yeah. Light, light, light. So there's something heavy that's in your energy field, Robin, and just shine all the light on it. Let yourself be lifted up with that light energy. Just release it, whatever it is. It'll work itself out. You can't control it. Let it go. Ask for help. So hopefully that will make sense to you, Robin. Okay, and I think I've got pixie dust here. We'll stop questions there and just wrap up with everything we've got here. So Cece, a message from Metatron for everybody. So, dear Metatron, what would you like to share with us all tonight? He's singing Beautiful Dreamer. Okay. Wow. And think about that. Beautiful Dreamer, wake unto me. Oh, it's such a beautiful love song, isn't it? Oh, so take that dose of love from Metatron, everybody. Go find Beautiful Dreamer and play it, listen to it, and know that is Archangel Metatron, who loves you to the moon and back and around many, many times. The love for Metatron is just so immersive, so huge, everything, massive. And he wants you to feel that, to know that as you're going through these challenging times and in the happy times, he's always there. He's always pulling for you, your biggest cheerleader, rooting for you, supporting you. And you can call on him anytime. Never hesitate. Yeah. Anything else, Metatron? Yeah. And now he's reaching out to take your hand and he's going skipping down the road with you, skipping into the sunset. It's like this is your happily ever after. When you are hand in hand with your angels, you are creating your happily ever after. You are creating this beautiful, magnificent future full of so much joy and love, excitement, exhilaration, massive. Yeah. Thank you, Metatron. That's really cool. Auntie D, you are so welcome. Christopher, hey, add to the pot and music making. Okay. I'm not sure if that was a question, Christopher. If it was, oh, I see your question coming up. Okay. I'll get to you in a sec. Pixie Dust, you've been sending her love. You'll amp it up. You can communicate telepathically with your granddaughter and you have a past life. Oh, that's fabulous. Go for it, Pixie Dust. Yeah, you're on the right track. Yeah, just remember love conquers all, even narcissists. They can't withstand the power of love. That's the problem, we want to get away from them. And so most of the time that's probably the best idea, right? Because it's just you don't need that distraction. But in this instance, you don't have a choice because of your granddaughter. But one day she'll be an adult and she can make her own decisions. So if you can just use that love to make that buffer to just get through that time, that'll be the most amazing wonderful gift for you and your granddaughter. Christopher, how can I support ascension with writing and playing music? I'm blocked from old patterns. Okay, so for Christopher, how can he use music in the ascension process? And what are these blocks about? Just do it. Whatever song or thought comes into your head, because you're doubting yourself, you're questioning whether it's good enough. No, whatever it is, take it and run with it, because it's like writing, Christopher. What comes out initially isn't always beautiful and perfect. It has to be edited and massaged into a beautiful masterpiece. So whatever you're getting, don't question, don't doubt, just write it down. Let your angels help you massage it and turn it into a beautiful creation. And when you do that, when you stop questioning, doubting, and editing as it comes out, it'll start to flow. That's the thing with writing or music or whatever. If your ego is busy editing, judging it as it comes out note by note, I'm seeing like this strand of beads, like a magician would pull it out of their mouth, like one strand or one bead at a time. So it's really difficult, right? And it's almost gagging on all those beads that you're wanting to get out of there. Don't do that. Just gently pull them out in a fluid motion. It's not all that stressing and straining to pull them out one bead at a time. So relax, be playful. Whatever comes to you, let it come. Even though if it doesn't make any sense, or if it seems like you've already done it before, let go of every single judgment and just let it flow. That's where the block comes from. When you learn to do that and you get your ego to shut up and leave you alone so that you can be in that flow with your angels, you'll get more, you'll feel better about it, and it will all just come together in beautiful productions. So, anything else you want to share with Christopher? You're saying, yeah, more of that, letting it flow. And whatever inspires you, Christopher, like if it inspires you to listen to some kind of binaural beats or any of that kind of stuff while you're composing, do that. You get to make the rules. Don't follow anybody else's rules. Don't let anybody put you in a box. So if you've been taught it has to be this way, but there's something in you that's pressing against it and saying, no, that doesn't feel right to me. It feels like I'm hamstrung. Let all that go. You get to make the rules. Do it the way that feels best for you. And just be in that state of intention, expectation, and allowing. Get your angels to help you, and then just let it flow. So keep us posted on how that goes. Pixie Dust, wishing everybody a week filled with laughter and love. Thank you. Robin, you are so welcome. You wonder who to ask. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm going to be on Bridge Cape Ann tomorrow night with Corey at 7. So if you can stand more of being live with me, come and join us tomorrow at 7 on Bridge Cape Ann. Dakota, Tammy, we spread as much joy as we could as we went through your mother-in-law's belongings. She has dementia. Spread joy where you can. Yeah, that's beautiful, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah, in anything you do, when you bring in love and positive intention, it has to be successful because, like I said before, and the angels have said many times, love is the most powerful force in the multiverse. Nothing at all can out-trump love. It's just the be-all, end-all. Much love back to you, Jilly. Beautiful night, peace and love. Thank you, Robin. Love from Cece. You are so welcome, Dakota Charm. Nija, thank you. Everybody have a great rest of the week. It's perfect. Thank you. Jilly, you can feel that. I'm glad you were here, Jilly. Desert Dawn, thank you for sharing. Yeah, you're so welcome. Mary, thank you. Blessings and love. Linda, thank you, everybody, for your questions and your support. Yeah, absolutely. Love and hugs to everybody. Yeah, we couldn't do this if you guys didn't all show up. It's perfect. Yeah, we need the questions so that your answers can be here to inspire other people who are having similar situations, because, even though they were answers for you specifically from your angels, there's still universal truth that's threaded through all of this. So the answers will apply to many more people than just you. That's the beautiful thing about it. So, you are there getting what you need for yourself and also being a surrogate by extension for the world. So it's a wonderful way to bring that love and light without actually a lot of effort. And we're having fun doing it, you guys. That's the whole enchilada. That's the recipe. Jill, you'll be there tomorrow. Awesome. You're welcome, Christopher. Tammy, yes, love and light to everybody. Okay, well, I'm at the end, you guys. So let's just take a moment and say thank you to our angels and guides, because it's so gracious of them to join us and to provide all of this light and wonderful energy as we sit here. So thank you all for being here tonight. You are such bright lights, and I'm so blessed to have you share in this journey. Thank you to all of our angels, guides, to Metatron. We love you to the moon and back and are so grateful for all of your assistance. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for the love. Thank you for this joyful ride, and we look forward to doing it even more. So until next time, sending love, light, angel kisses to all of you. Mwah. Bye for now.